Thank you, Sambal Su, and welcome to the Daily Nugget Show. I'm your host, Kachang Kevin. In today's nugget, we learn... What does the Church say about the consecrated life? In the CCC, paragraph 915, it says, Christ proposes the evangelical counsels in their great variety to every disciple. The perfection of charity to which all the faithful are called entails for those who freely follow the call to consecrated life, the obligation of practicing chastity in celibacy for the sake of the kingdom, poverty, and obedience. It is the profession of these counsels within a permanent state of life recognized by the Church that characterizes the life consecrated to God. We will begin to unpack that by understanding what are the evangelical counsels. The evangelical counsels are chastity, poverty, and obedience for those who desire to become perfect. They are not binding upon all and hence not necessary conditions to attain eternal life or heaven. In Matthew chapter 19, Jesus tells the young man to keep the commandments to obtain eternal life, but then says, If thou wilt be perfect, go sell what thou hast and give to the poor. In the same chapter, he speaks of eunuchs who have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven, and added, He that can receive it, let him receive it. In the Church's document, Lumen Gentium, the Church says that the religious is better able to focus entirely on Christ by being freed from the everyday responsibilities of ordinary life. The religious is an eschatological sign, that is, a sign of the kind of life we shall live in heaven. Saint John Paul II says, Jesus said there is no marrying in heaven because the redeemed will be brought into a life far richer than any married state. And the life of the religious state uniquely testifies to the transcendence of God's kingdom over all earthly concerns. Pope Pius XII characterized consecrated virginity as spiritual marriage. Saint Athanasius wrote that the Church ordinarily refers to consecrated virgins as spouses of Christ. And Saint Ambrose speaks of consecrated virgins in these words, She is a virgin who is married to God. You can have the Daily Nugget Show in your email for free. Subscribe at www.redeemedforworship.com.
Created using Powtoon.